Welcome back to the channel, family. My name is Erica, and I am back with another Kingdom Spouse word, y'all. And this one is really, really, really sweet and really, really, really good. So this is a lyrical message. And I got this message this morning as I was getting ready, getting myself ready in the bathroom. And, all of a sudden this song called Let Her Go by Passenger dropped in my spirit. And this song is like old and a little bit old. And I knew it, and I knew that it was like a little bit of a sad song, but I looked up the lyrics as I was getting ready, and I was like, wow. And God spoke to me and told me that this is how your kingdom spouse is feeling right now. So if this message is for you, you and your spouse are in a separation right now. Okay. And before you got into the separation, you guys kind of got to know each other a little bit. And, things were going good, but you realized, you and him both realized, or her, both realized that there were still some things that you needed to work out. Or maybe you're in separation because your spouse wants to do some things that you are not willing to do just yet until you guys are married, if you know what I'm saying. But for whatever reason, you and your spouse are in separation season right now. Okay. So this song is what God gave me as to how they are feeling, because I miss my spouse as well. I miss talking to him about everything and just spending time with him and stuff, and they're feeling the same way. Okay, but let's get into it, y'all. Okay, so the first thing that whenever I looked up this song, I noticed that the song length is 4:15. And y'all, when I looked it up in the Strong Concordance, it means the mighty God the Almighty. And it stems from an altar for Jacob. And remember my message earlier, I talked about Jacob and Rebecca. So I was like, oh my goodness, okay, this word is definitely for us, y'all, definitely for us, okay? So let's get into the lyrics. Let me pull this up real quick. Okay, so this is just the chorus. It says, like I said, this song is called Let Her Go by Passenger, okay? It says, well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go, and you let her go. Okay, so also if this message is for you, he is the one that initiated the break. He is the one that just stopped contacting you out of the blue. And like I said, before in my very first video, I'm not a chaser. If you want a break, because I did try to, like the first time that he, not the first time, but this last time when he tried to not text me, because usually, he'll text me good morning or something like that, and he didn't. And I reached out to him, and he's just like, I'm just going through some things, and I let it be. I did not text him back. I did not, do any of that, and we just ended up in a separation, or where we're just not speaking right now. So right now, he is going through the motions of you. Like literally, he is in his brain, his brain is going 1,000 miles an hour. I keep saying his, but y'all put a girl in that place, okay? Whoever this word is for. It goes either way. So they are missing you like crazy. Their mind is going psycho thinking about you, and they're just thinking about all of the good times that you guys had together. And they are kind of in a lowly place too, where they're thinking like this, they messed up. Okay. They're beating themselves up for how they treated you. And that's most likely the reason why that, you guys are in separation. Okay, so verse 1, the first verse says, staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make a dream last. But dreams come slow and they go so fast. You see her when you close your eyes, and maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch only dies. Okay, so right there, you guys, they have, like I said, they have made memories. You guys have made memories together, and they are reminiscing on those memories. They're also questioning themselves about who you are to them. So maybe God has not told them exactly who you are to them. Maybe He's only told you. Okay. But they feel deep down in their spirit that you belong to them. Like they feel this. So like, for my testimony, I asked my spouse, like, who do you think that I am to you? And he told me soulmate, which I'm just like, I've never read that in the Bible. I wasn't being mean to him. That's how he felt. So I knew like God hadn't completely spoke to him yet. But the way that he put it is to me, because I was like, well, what is a soulmate? And then he broke it down for me, and he simply said like wife. And so they know that you are something of value or special to them, but they're still kind of questioning it a little bit. Okay. So also, they're going through so much trauma. So right here where it says everything you touch surely dies. So right now they are going through so much. So if this message is for you, your spouse is going through it. They are trying to find themselves. They are trying to get right with God. They are just in a whole wave of really trying to find themselves, and because this is the same thing that I'm going through right now with my spouse. So I know that this is for someone else. They are trying to find themselves, and they are trying to find God. And I just got a vision of the man climbing the mountain, Moses climbing the mountain to hear God speak. God is making these men climb mountains to hear him speak. Okay. That's for, like God comes to the women, but most of the time he makes the men climb the mountains because, honey, you shouldn't have, left God in the first place, but God has given them grace, and they are going through all of the steps. So basically climbing this mountain means that they're going through all the steps necessary to hear God. They are not playing around. I keep hearing in my spirit that this time around is going to be different this time. Okay. This is for me. This is for someone else. Like they are trying to really hard to get themselves together. So that way they can be a better person for themselves, for their kids, if they have kids, and for their future spouses. Okay. So they feel like they don't deserve you too. They feel like everything that they've done to you is just, you're not deserving. I mean, they're not deserving of your love. They're really beating themselves up right now. So we're going to get to some prayer points next, but let's go to verse number 2. Okay. So it goes back to the chorus, y'all. And then verse number 2 says, staring at the ceiling in the dark, same old empty feeling in your heart, because love comes slow and it goes so fast. Well, you see her when you fall asleep, but never to touch and never to keep, because you loved her too much and you dive too deep. So right here, what these lyrics are saying is that their time away from you, they're realizing that they have that same old empty feeling as before you came into their lives and really brightened it up for them. Like I said, whenever I met my spouse, I told God I didn't want him because he was in a season of singleness. He was in a season where he had just got hurt from someone. And so he was trying to get healed from the hurt. And he just, kind of realized that like he just keeps blowing through these relationships and never really feeling anything. Okay. So what he was feeling was emptiness and loneliness before I came in the picture. And then whenever I came in the picture, he started to feel alive again. But he also feels like maybe he moved too fast by opening up and being vulnerable with me too fast. Okay. Or with you, put the shoe on the right foot. Okay. And it also in this verse, it's showing that they are yearning for us. They are yearning for our love. They are yearning for our affection. They are just yearning for our time. They're yearning just to even talk with us again, but they are trying to, like I said, if this is for you, your spouse is really trying to get themselves together. Okay. And they know men are like different than us women. And I'm just going to use this because, this I'm just going to use my example. So to me, because I've been doing a lot of study and a lot of research on just men, period, not like biblical men or nothing like that, but just going on the internet and reading like what men want, what men will do. They are very patient creatures. So that is another thing too with this whole thing, is that long ago when me and my spouse had first met, he was in love with me. He loved me. I mean, he worshiped the ground that I walked on, and I was not ready for him. So I believe that, that this time around, like I said, is going to be different. But I also know that, God is answering his prayers from a long time ago. That is another word for someone. Like a long time ago, this man prayed for me and I just would not budge, but now God had to open my eyes, because I was once the prodigal, and God had to open my eyes. And because God opened my eyes, he has started working on him. Okay. So another note that I wrote down is, they feel like they're going crazy right now. Like, listen to those lyrics. They're thinking about old times. They're thinking that you've moved on. They're really, yearning after you, and they're going crazy in their mind right now because all they can think about is you right now. If you are thinking about them right now, most likely they are thinking about you. And, like I said, the main thing that I miss about mine is that, we talked every day about what we were going through in our lives, and just talking about how work was or something like that is just something that I miss and I don't get from a lot of people. Okay. I don't go talking to my mother about, certain things, or talk to my friend about certain things. It's like a different connection that you have with your spouse. Okay. Than you have with your friends or your family members or whatever. So another message that I wrote down was that even if God has not told them who you are, they know. They feel it, okay? They feel that you are the one, okay? And like I said, again, he knows that this time he has to take you seriously. There's no playing around no more with God. There's no playing around. Oh, I just saw 157, y'all. That means love, okay? So I know this word is for someone, okay? They love you deeply, and they know that they cannot keep playing around with you. You are not one to take no heat from them. You are not one to just, have a portion of the relationship. You want the whole thing with them in it. That's one thing that they don't understand. They think that, they might think that you're, gosh, I just saw 2222. Lord Jesus, help me. But they might think in their minds that like, you just want a relationship. You're just so infatuated with a relationship. No, you want it to be with them, so this is how they're feeling, guys. So we need to be praying for God to put peace over their mind. We need to be praying that God opens up their spiritual eyes so that way they can see who you are to them. We need to be praying that they get a closer relationship with God, because that is definitely the main number one. That's what I should have said. Forgive me, y'all, but we need to be praying that they get a close connection with God, because that's who is going to show them who we are, is God. Only God is going to show them. Okay, they might have these feelings about you, but they can still choose whatever they want to choose. But another thing that I'm getting also in my spirit is that they're like us right now. They don't want anything that is not included with God. If God is not in it, they don't want it. Okay. So they are definitely praying and doing a lot of praying and doing a lot of thinking or whatever about you and about, I just saw 333. Oh my goodness, y'all. Forgive me, but I see numbers all day long. So, so again, like I said, I just hope that this word blesses someone. I know that it is, because it definitely blessed me whenever I heard it from God. Okay, so be blessed, y'all. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to this channel, y'all, so that way y'all can get these juicy messages that God has to give us. Okay, love y'all. Peace out.